Hello, hi everyone. It has been a minute. I haven't been talking to you guys in a while. Well, in this way, um, I've been the last video that I uploaded of me cleaning. It was a silent vlog. I don't know, man. I just didn't feel like. I wanted to upload the video because I've had it in my gallery for quite a while, but I was just not feeling the, how do I put it? I was just out of it. So I did that. I think even on my last video, I was still out of it, honestly speaking. I think it actually started. I don't know, these days. I don't know. I think I don't like winter, guys. Honestly, I do not like winter. I don't know how to get through it, but on this day it was actually really cold, so electricity went off and I was like, what to do. So I decided to go and clean my front porch, and I wanted to wipe my sliding door because baby girl has been putting her nose there, and it was starting to be I don't know, but yeah, so I decided to just go and do that in the meantime. And actually, have you guys ever realized that when you are cold and then how do I put it, when you are cold and then you stand up and do something, it's actually not that cold. So sometimes I think that the coldness comes from our own mind, honestly, but what can we say? What can we say? Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you so much for always coming back. It really means a lot to me. And thank you to my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, my new subscribers, and every single one of you who has supported me from day one. If you are new here, my name is Molebogen. I am a housewife. I think me saying I'm a stay-at-home mom doesn't qualify anymore because my son is practically an adult. I don't really need to take care of him that much, so he's starting to be independent. So I'm a supportive mom, and I'm also a housewife to my husband, of which is something that I love. I love being a homemaker. And yeah, in this channel we cook, we clean, we do laundry, we bargain hunt, anything to save a buck, we go for it. And I hope that you will enjoy your time being here. I appreciate every single thing or every minute that you spend here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, even if it's not something that you relate to. Just take it as a form of donation to help us grow. I will truly appreciate that. And I appreciate you for being here. If there's anything that I can say about my front porch or my front yard, is that guys, I don't know what to do with it. It's quite confusing for me because this is Kara's domain, and it's such a small space that like she's able to mess it up and it looks horrendous. But she's a dog, and her being a dog means she's still curious. I mean, she's barely 2 years old, so she's still curious, a lot curious. So she digs a lot, she does a whole lot of things, and it's kind of tiring. And I'm also thinking that I also don't want to take the greenery, well, what is left of it, from her, because I feel like she enjoys that a lot. So because it's easy to fix it, you can just put stones, you can put stepping stones, we can put pavement and all of that, and I can plant on it the roses or flowers, or I can do a veggie patch. It's not big, but I can do something with it. But I just don't want to take that away from her. But at the same time, it doesn't look good because it's the front yard. I console myself with the backyard, but I think this is where being a parent comes in, or if a baby parent comes in, where you prioritize the aesthetics for your fair baby. And we just have to go with that. If you come into my yard, if you come through my door or my gate, you are going to meet a messy yard, but that's okay. Anyhow, how have you guys been? How are you guys doing? How are you guys planning with the increment of the repo rate? Guys, we are seeing flames in South Africa. We are seeing flames. Is it I just wanna, maybe let me know in the comment, if it's in the comments, if it affects you, or if it's not making any difference in your life. But I do think that since 2021, how many times has it been increased, guys? Like, how many times have your bond increased since 2021? Can we talk about that? If you don't plan for things like this, you will wake up in the hospital. You will wake up in the hospital because the salary that you knew, or the income that you knew 2 years ago or almost 3 years ago, is no longer what you know. We used to buy bread for 12 rand and we thought that was expensive. Hypo! Have you guys seen the prices at the store? Have you guys seen the prices at the store? Guys, are we ever gonna get out of this? And then, as if that is not enough, now we are being told to plan for grid collapse for at least a minimum of 4 days. And on the other side, Bulebukhe has a lot of things in the freezer. Well, if it's just 4 days, I'll be okay, right? But if it's not, but the good thing is, that means for that 4 days, my family is sorted. Relatives and extended relatives will probably get things for free, so I'm not really going to lose anything. I'll just share with family if something like that happens. But it's gonna take me I don't know how many steps backwards, because life is about planning. If you don't plan, or if things don't go according to how you want them to, or if something messes up with your plans, guys, I hope it never comes, honestly speaking. But at the same time, I do think that they are preparing us for something. They are gonna throw something at us that we are just gonna go with it, because we are so scared of this grid collapse, because they say it can be a minimum of 4 if I heard correctly, of 4 days up to a month. So can you imagine what will happen? Can you imagine that? Anyway, we'll see how that goes. The bottom part of my door, I think it needs a fresh varnish paint. Actually, I do think all of my doors and the windows, including the cottage, I also saw the cottage door also. It looks like it needs a bit of a varnish, and I'm seeing a project. I know someone is gonna say no, let's get someone to do it. But you know, when you say let's get someone to do it, sometimes you start prioritizing things because of budget, and it never gets done. In cases like this, I just do it. I let him go to work. I do it on days. I do things on days when he's not home, and when he gets back, I'm like, okay. And then he's got nothing to protest about. So I'm probably gonna do it on the day that I know that he's going to work. He's going to an office. I'll do it, and then he'll come back to a newly vanished door. Even if I do just the bottom part, because it's looking kinda ashy some sort, and Kara's noses and what on the window, that is another chore that one is never prepared for, because she puts her nose, I don't know if she cannot see properly or what, but she puts her nose on the door like this, and she'll be like she wants to see up close or what, I don't know. But yeah, if you are a content creator, can we talk about how you guys are creating with load shedding, ne? Because my struggle is one, when I do have electricity, I want to edit, I want to watch my fellow YouTubers videos, and at the same time I still have things like cooking, things like doing laundry, ne, that need electricity. And when electricity goes off, that's when I do chores like this, like the cleaning, things that doesn't need electricity for me to do. And I also try to shoot. But here's a challenge for me. My house, especially in the kitchen side, what they did is they closed a window where my stove is. It used to be a small window, like sort of a, how do I put it? It was a small window, like a kitchen window, but a smaller one. So they moved it, the previous owners, I don't know which one, and moved it to here, to the way it is now. But the way it is now, there is a, what do you call it? Is it a shade? I don't know, what do you call a cup, sort of a, it's not a cupboard, but the shade that they use for cupboards. There's that shade on my entire back porch, and then we have thatch, which is huge. So that is the thatch is it's over the pool. It's the size of the pool. So now I feel like there isn't any light that is coming into my kitchen. My kitchen is always, there's always lights on. There is always, there's no natural light on it. There's always, as long as there's electricity, there's lights on. And when there is no electricity, it's very dark. I feel like I can't shoot properly, and I end up using some form of light on my phone, and I feel like the videos of that are not coming out correctly, ne? So hey, like every day for me it's a struggle. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should edit, if I should shoot, if I should do what, because again, the longer you leave the chores around, the longer they pile up, and it's a lot of work. And then when electricity goes off in the house, most of the time there isn't much. There isn't light in some form, in some sort. And then if you want to vacuum, you need electricity. Guys, kuningi. How do you guys do this? How do you plan this? How do you do it? And I'm not the one who would clean the house for an entire week. Ne? I can do bits and pieces, like every day, like doing something and all of that. I do that with other things combined. But when I cannot do those things, it's difficult for me to just clean one room or one space and not do anything else, because that means those other things that I'm not able to do, they are piling up. I feel like at this point one is really forced to go somewhat off grid for life to function well, you know. I feel like one needs a solar, one needs gas, one needs UPS. These are expenses that we did not plan for. I don't think anyone had planned for, and they are not they are not cheap. They are not cheap. So we are this is me. I feel like for me to feel some form of normalcy, one has to go at least half grid or something, ne? Because I was reading somewhere yesterday, they were saying the Bryanston area, I don't know if other parts of Fourways, they haven't had electricity for 4 days. Ne? The inverters, you know, the past few days there wasn't really much sunlight, so the inverters are off. Everything is off. So even if you have solar, you didn't have enough sun, and there's no electricity, so nothing is working. So you put such an expensive thing in place. At the same time, you cannot, it doesn't guarantee you some form of comfort. Where are we supposed to go, guys? So like, how does one deal with things like this? And I mean, Bryanston is one of the places where the affluent lives. Houses are not cheap there. So if they are going through that, can you imagine some of us who's living at the bottom of the barrel? Like, that means when it comes to us, they can sacrifice us for close to 2 weeks. But I don't know. Sizowana phambili. we are on another day, and I was not feeling so great. Actually, I was sick on this day. I was sick. I wasn't feeling good, but I got so fed up with just sitting down, honestly, and the PMS were not doing justice. On top of me being sick, I was starting my cycle, and my periods were starting, and it was not letting me go, and I wasn't feeling good. I felt like crap, but I decided that I'm definitely not going to sit down, because a day prior to this, I had actually decided to rest, but I was tired of resting. I was tired of resting. I couldn't. The thing is, I don't know. Is it what they call? Because I believe that if you are a homemaker, you are basically a self-employed person. Because even when you are sick, it's not the same as when you are working for someone else. You'll say, I'm sick, I'm staying home, and you'll actually rest. Tina, our things are always looking at us. When you go to the loo, you see a washing basket there by the corner that has clothes to be ironed. Some needs to go into the washing machine. Sometimes you have a load in the washing machine that needs to be hanged, and you are seeing that there are dishes on the sink. Can we honestly say, as homemakers, we get sick and actually take care of ourselves? Can we do that? Are we able to do that? Because personally, I haven't been able to do that ever. If I am sick, I'm forever reminded that, like, it's not like someone is reminding you. It's you seeing things in front of you and realizing that by the time I'm healed from whatever it is that I'm going through, I will have to come and deal with this, and it's going to be double how they look. Are we ever in a position where we are healed? I think it's also the same with moms as well. You can get sick with flu, all of you, and if it's you and your kids and the husband, for some reason you have to soldier on. Everyone else can be sick and say, I'm sick, crying and all of that, but you still need to feed people. You still need to bath people. You still need to function, for your little ones, even when you are not okay yourself. And when you tell people that being a stay-at-home mom, it's not easy, or being a wife or a housewife or a homemaker, it's not easy, because you really don't have time out. There is no such thing as time out. People look at me weirdly sometimes when they ask me, how do you give yourself time out? And I say, going and sleeping in someone else's house. This might sound weird, but it not in that sense. Like booking an Airbnb for a night, and you just go there. I prefer to go with my family. and we will be there, and we can just order in food. I don't have to clean, I don't have to cook, I don't have to see my responsibilities. I can just be there in the moment with my family without any disruption. And it's not such an expensive uh, exercise compared to when you are actually driving out of the city to go on vacation. You can just do around, you can just do that around your area, and I'm guessing if you have small babies, this is where you probably ask favors from the grannies and the grandpies for at least they look after the kids for you and allow you to actually go and rest for just that one night. Because if you are a stay-at-home mom or you are a homemaker, a housewife, you can never rest if you are in your house. Can we acknowledge that? Agree with that? Can we recognize that and know that we cannot rest in our home? It does not work. It does not work unless if you have a helper. Yes, but even if you have a helper and you have kids, your kids still need your attention. One way or the other, they need your attention. You cannot delegate everything to your nanny or your helper. You can't. So for us to be saying, oh, I was resting yesterday in your house, come on. We don't. It never happens. You will be going into the kitchen and cooking, or you'll be going to a kitchen thinking that you're just going to make yourself a cup of coffee, and then when you get there, you see dishes in the sink, you wash them, you see something spilled on the counter, you wipe that, you see something spilled on the floor, you get the mop, you wipe. You see the stove that someone was making breakfast or was making lunch or whatever, they spill something on the stove, you wipe it. Before you know it, you are full on doing chores. And then you will start convincing yourself that since I'm here, I might as well make dinner, or I might as well make lunch, or I might as well get to that chore that I've been putting away. So are we resting? So really, are we really resting when we say we are resting at home? Because again, even if we are housewives or stay-at-home mom, or you have help, tell me I'm lying. Are we not always there doing something while your help is doing something else? Can we talk about that? Because they will be busy, they're supposed to make your life easy, but because we are so hands-on, you will be right along with them doing something else that you feel that you want to do it for yourself. Am I lying? I'm not lying. I know I'm not lying. Can we tell the truth? Can we tell the truth? Guys, I think we are. If you don't work, whether you are a stay-at-home mom or you are a homemaker or a housewife, the truth of the matter is we don't know how to let go. The truth of the matter is that we don't know how to just sit and do nothing, And all it takes is for you to stand up and go and do something for yourself. Either you're gonna make a cup of tea, either you're gonna make breakfast or lunch or something. That's all it takes for you to get up from where you are to go and do something for yourself. You are going to end up doing something on your resting day that you call your resting day. And as content creators, it's even worse, because even when you say you're resting, it's either you're busy on your phone or on your laptop editing or doing something, you know. I'm just wondering, that is it something that all of us do? Is there anyone who can honestly say, I'm able to rest in my own home and I enjoy it, or I love it, or it's doable, or I'm capable, or I'm able to just let my helper do everything and I don't touch anything? Is there anyone? I'm not talking about the working mummies, because that can be difficult. And I also know that even when they come from work, they still have things to do. Check the homeworks, make sure that dinner is done properly. They have clothes for tomorrow. It's still difficult as well. It's much more worse than us, you know. But is it possible, guys? Are you able to do it? Do you manage to do it? Are you able to rest in your own home without doing anything? Are we? Do we take care of ourselves enough? Because I feel like we get swallowed by what needs to be done. And honestly speaking, this has nothing to do with you have help or not. Even when you have help, it is still difficult to let go and delegate everything. It's difficult because remember, even when you have help, that person is not going to do things 100% how you want them to do them. I know a couple of people that they have help, and when the help goes, the minute they go, they'll go and finish off where they were touching. If they were wiping, you can see that, okay, she wipes here, she did not wipe, she wiped here, she did not wipe the bag or whatever. You go and finish it off. So we are never really able to let go as women, or as mothers, or as wives, or whatever. We don't know how to just rest. My question is that I just wonder the impact that is going to have on us. But at the same time, I'm like, hell no, there isn't going to be any impact. Our mothers, our grandmothers used to work in the fields, used to go fetch firewood, used to go fetch water. Even us growing up, when I was growing up, I did that, you know. So I don't think it's anything new, or it's anything that is surprising or anything. I don't think there is going to be anything hectic about it. But it's just, it gets too much, you know. Anyway, guys, if you have watched up until this far, thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Kindly share me out if you can. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. And thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye.